The film begins with a widower Krishnamurthy who performs a second wedding with a benevolent Lakshmi. At it taunts his hubristic daughter Ramya by goading outsiders. After a while, Lakshmi gives birth to a baby girl Uha but showers Ramya with love and she loathes the both. Years roll by. And from childhood, Ramya demands everything that Uha aspires to. Plus, Lakshmi habituates Uha to give up for evince of her prioritization towards Ramya. Surya, a famous novelist, writes stories for Jabali magazine. Owned by Nageshwara Rao, Uha admires and silently loves him. She communicates with Surya via letters upon he too impressed and loves her without beholding. Owing to Uha's friendly bond with her grandpa, she shares everything with him. However, Surya traces her address where he errs Ramya as Uha and she also falls for him. After Surya approaches the elders with the wedding proposal when Uha is on cloud 9 imagining herself as a bride. But she blacks out and keeps quiet learning about Surya's intention. Meanwhile, a sly photographer Mysore Jackson snares Ramya and turns her into a cover girl which reluctantly accepts. On the eve of Surya and Ramya's nuptial, Mysore Jackson dupes Ramya into that she got a jackpot to grow as a popular actress. Wherefore, he quits the marital addressing Surya to wait for a few years. To keep up his honor in that predicament, Surya decides to knit Uha. Though she says no initially. The grandpa coaxes her that she gets it. Soon after the bridal, Uha professes that he could near win the heart because he belongs to her sister when Surya replies, until he does so, he is not going to touch her. After a while, Uha spots the framed letter that she has written to Surya and realizes that he loves herself only. On the verge of Uha is about expressing the reality Ramya re-enter rebukes and reflects badly on Surya and Uha when he kicks her out. Moreover, Krishna Mohan ostracizes Ramya. As a result, she attempts suicide when Surya and Uha shelters her. Now Ramya tries to create a crack betwixt couple by convergent to Surya which downcasts Uha. During that time, Nageshwara Rao lands at Surya's residence, proclaims that his fans are making a huge fuss, and pleads with him to write a new novel. Then, Surya declares a story Aayanaki Iddaru i.e., one person having two wives, which characterizes daily happening in his house. Being aware of it, Krishna Mohan forcibly takes Ramya but Surya backs her to teach a lesson and make Uha aggressive. Afterward, the two wrangle with Surya to pick one of them. At that point, tense Nageshwara Rao rushes to Surya for the climax when he affirms him to wait a while and moves out with Ramya. He takes her to a suicide spot and mentions that death is the solution to their problem. Thereby, Tremble Ramya says that she does not love him. Surya heckles and slaps her, and points out her mistakes which makes Ramya reform. Parallelly, at home, Nageshwara Rao discusses regarding climax with Uha, who conveys that the hero should settle with his lover whereas the wife should make a sacrifice by suicide and proceeds to his office. Thus, Uha follows his instruction, consumes poison, and is admitted to the hospital. Being cognizant of it, Surya and Ramya reaches the hospital where Krishna Mohan inculpates Surya for hoodwinking his daughters. In that respect, Surya riposts that all these problems are by their fostering only. At last, he states the eminence and his love towards Uha which snap back her. Finally, the movie ends on a happy note with Ramya uniting Surya and Uha.